It was a lovely early summer morning. The sun rose at 5:37, but you never saw the sunrise. The birds sang, but you never heard their song. You were too busy sleeping. Gee, but it was wonderful to be able to sleep late. And all because of that rectangular sheepskin in the frame on the wall. Be it known that Helen Craig, having successfully completed a 4-year commercial course, is hereby awarded this diploma with all rights appertaining thereto. All rights appertaining thereto. The right to sleep as late as you pleased, to go where you pleased. The movies, rowing in the park, when you pleased. Suddenly, you woke up. While the cobwebs cleared, you tried to think why that old alarm clock was set for 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. That was all right when you were going to high school, but those days were gone forever. You tried to go to sleep again, but the sun and your conscience wouldn't let you. Then you remembered. That was why the alarm clock went off this morning. This was the day you were going down to the telephone company to see about a job, and you wanted to be there early. You picked out your best dress, got yourself as pretty as you could, and started for the telephone company's office. You were on your way to what might be your first job. Good luck, Helen. But you, Marion Hubbard, had a job. A good part of the efficient operation of the company you worked for rested on your shoulders. Yet you liked people, liked being with them, liked talking to them. And your job didn't provide you with any of that. One day you decided you'd get a job that offered you some of those things. You, Fran Gibson, sat drinking your coffee that morning with the paper in front of you. You'd worked hard and long for 3.5 years, doing work that not many men had the patience to do. One day, there wasn't any more of that kind of work. You found another job, but somehow it didn't give you the feeling of being part of something that you had before. Well, maybe this time it would be different.
This time it was different. You were carefully interviewed, carefully tested, and given a physical checkup. Finally, of all the girls in the reception room this morning, 1 in 5 of you was hired. Proud? You have a right to be proud. You've been chosen for an important job in the community, by an important part of the community, the telephone company. You'll be well trained, well paid, and provided with excellent working conditions. So far, by our standards, you seem to have what it takes to be local operators. Their job is to put through nearby calls. Or what these girls are, toll operators. They put through long-distance calls. Maybe you'll be information operators. Did you ever have to make an important call and couldn't find the number? You dialed or asked for information, and an operator like this girl helped you with your call. No matter what type of work you start with, you'll find people all along the way who are willing and eager to help you. It was that way when I came to the telephone company. And that was, more years back than I care to own up to. It's been that way ever since I can remember. The old-timers and the not-so-old-timers giving a helping hand to the new-timers. It's part of the Bell tradition. And you'll help to keep that tradition alive when tomorrow's crop of new operators arrive. In order to prepare you for the day when you'll consider yourselves veterans, we're giving the best possible training courses. Your supervisor will teach you all she knows about operating. And that's plenty. So in time, when you're doing the job on your own, you'll be able to operate like Catherine Connors. It takes time, but you'll be able to do it. Now, Catherine Connors may look like the star of this show, and it's perfectly natural for anyone to think so. But I'll tell you a little secret. Catherine Connors is only as good as the girl on either side of her. As good as the girl she's working with on the other end of the line. As good as the installers who put in the switchboards. The linemen. The bill clerks who send out the bills. And the tellers who collect for them. As good as the people who make the equipment. And the people who supervise its use. In other words, Catherine Connors is part of a team. And when your turn comes to take your place at the switchboard, you join the team that's providing not touchdowns for dear old high school, but service for the public. See those signals light up? That's the customer's way of saying they want our help to put through their calls. A good part of the success of our job is measured in terms of how long it takes Catherine Connors to answer those signals. Another way of telling how well we're doing is found in the manner in which Catherine assists our customers with their calls. Catherine Connors personifies what we like to call the spirit of service. That's a short way of saying what these girls are doing today, giving speedy, accurate, courteous service to the public.
Jesse Newcomb, 5 years.
Not only performing a job,
Hazel Morrison, 3 years.
but really doing a job.
Dorothy Gordon, 12 years.
And sticking to it every day of the week,
Esther Johnson, 3 months.
every week of the year. Think back if you can. How often you've waited more than a few seconds to the operator for any call you've ever made. Or how often you haven't received courteous treatment from that operator. Not often, I dare say. This is the spirit of service of which you've become a part. This is a part of both our jobs, yours and ours. Each day when you take your place at this switchboard and the signal lights come on, visualize, if you can, what lies beyond it. Beyond each glowing light. Beyond the wires underland. Overland. Wherever they lead. To good news, bad news, glad news, sad news.
Yes, this is Mr. William Redfield. Police department, but I don't... Yes, I have a dog. His license number? 4623. Brown and white, kind of a mixture. Name's Trigger. He slipped out of the house this morning. I'll be right down to get him. Oh, no. A truck? He didn't suffer, did he? Instantly, huh? That's good.
Poor Trigger. I want to talk to Mr. Sam Redfield, Hotel Jackson, Jackson City.
Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Redfield speaking. Hello? Hello, Marion.
Hello, Sam. Getting ready to come home?
Just about, dear.
Sam, Trigger's been run over.
Oh, no.
And Billy's taking it pretty hard. I wonder if you'd talk to him.
Sure, put him on.
Billy! Billy, there's a call for you.
Hello?
Billy, Mother has been telling me about Trigger. Now, don't worry about it, son. We'll get you a new Trigger. A big one. How's that? No? Oh, then a small one. Then look, son. Suppose we make it a puppy. A real live puppy. All right? Now, don't cry, son. We'll take care of everything when I get home. Okay? Goodbye, son.
And 4 cans of number 2 pears. I'll get this order to you right away, Mrs. Atkins. Thank you.
Well, does she have any pain? Any nausea? Well, I'll be right over, Mr. Johnson. I'm afraid it sounds like more than an upset stomach.
It was a wonderful party, Grandma. Oh, and thank you for the wristwatch. It is the honey.
If I'd only taken that train yesterday, I'd be with her now.
It's close to 25 years ago.
How could I know the planes would be grounded today?
I can't believe it's that long. Seems like yesterday.
Oh, Dad, for gosh sakes. Come out of that dream world. Things have changed. This is today.
There it is. That's one thing that hasn't changed. 25 years ago, they were calling me, too. Go ahead, son. Answer it. You've been waiting all night for it to ring.
Hello. Yes, this is Mr. Fitzgerald. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Tell Mary I'll take the first train in the morning. Well, Dad, I hate to contradict you, but things have changed in 25 years. This one's a girl. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to tell your mother to put some pink ribbon on those booties she's knitting.
Good news, bad news, sad news, glad news.
This is the community chest calling.
I'm calling. Now get this, Jim. We just shipped
I
you the
got the
most
loveliest
exciting
hat
line we've ever
downtown.
gotten up.
It's blue with
That's the very best we can do.
Feel to be 21 plus.
We can get that to you by the 17th. We want to thank you for the part you played in our last drive.
You tell me whether I can get a plane reservation for Chicago for Thursday?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson is gone for the day. Call back tomorrow. This is all a part of the America that lies beyond the signal lights of our switchboard. This is a part of the way of life that Alice MacDonald, Jean Glover, Joan Rossetti, and Hilda Green, Sophie Sikorsky, Martha Taylor, and all these operators have made possible with their spirit of service. This is the public service that all America expects of all of us, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is a part of the way of life that you, Marion Hubbard, and you, Fran Gibson, you, Natalie Ellis, and you, Helen Craig, and all you soon-to-be operators will want to continue with your spirit of service.